good matchup in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the on almost every snap. If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Stafford. They'll get that complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one. And to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Buccaneers sit 9-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind. And the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. That thing is going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Stafford. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. This is caught. Touchdown! Albert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Will Lutz on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. The play fake. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Buccaneers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And some space here. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TV. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Stafford here, coming off his pick 6. He'll buy some time right. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. But I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Throwing after the interception. Stafford. They complete it to Hill. And the ball is knocked out, and the Bengals grab it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Ken Walker with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And that's going to be caught downfield by Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7 our score. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Stafford. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
To try again after the sack. Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
on Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And the result here, a pick 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They go play action with Wilson. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. On the move past the 40. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That play ended for a net loss thanks to Javon Hargrave. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. 61. Sticking with Walker on second down. Room here to run. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They snap it to Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll fake it. Now Stafford on the move to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Hey.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. To the air again, Stafford. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Denzel Mims from 13 yards out. And the Buccaneers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Buccaneers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Out of the gun, Stafford. That is caught by Mims. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Denzel Mims in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Lutz with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Rolling to his left. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. Here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about no man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Wilson. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
They go play action now. Wilson out to his left. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
And the Bucs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start the drive with Hill. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's Hill again on second down.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 41. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Off of play action, here's Stafford.
He's got this one completed to Mims.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Final minute now of the third quarter. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he loses the football a second time. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him an opportunity.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter play. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Tony Jefferson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First down, and it's Hill again.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And the catch made by Johnson. He'll get it inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. George Karlaftis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Bucs have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. Walker hit and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. A give up the gut to Hill. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to...
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Wilson now to throw on third down. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To throw again is Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Up the middle, it's Hill. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together,